those two stranded cars, 22 and 19 on the west turn. But a new third place driver in the form of Daniel Holden in 161. 156 then in fourth. Peter Blundell, the Preston-based driver, and 88 Keith Wally trying to snatch that fifth place off the 156 car. And he's done so. So 88 now up to fourth, in fact, and John Marshall looking to follow the 88 car through, and he's done that as well. So 156 loses 2 places there. The checkered flag though is being ready because Darren Lewis is in the West Bend and the East Bend for the final time, and Lewis takes the final. Preston crosses the line now, and third place will go to Daniel Holden in 161. The 88 car of Keith Wally holds on for fourth after dropping down to fifth. John Marshall cracks into the top 5 by the flag, and the big loser over the last few laps was Peter Blundell, who ran fourth for a long time, but in the end crosses the line in 6th place after being overtaken by 88 and 614. But that was a real lively encounter there, with incidents up and down the field. No yellow flags needed in the end, through and through. And those are the drivers that finished top of the pile. Daniel Holden in third position, driving 161. Second, Mickey Preston in the 36 car. But your winner for the second time today is Mr. Darren Lewis. Grid lineup is often a kind of novelty thing. Now, we've seen them line up against the Armco before. We've seen them facing the wrong way down the track. This time, whoever's dreamt this one up, I would guess Paul Gerard. He says that they are to line up line astern in a complete long line, curving around the bend as it is. Now, I'm not exactly sure myself how this will unfold, but we will see. They are still in one line at the moment. I presume they've all been told to drive as close to the back of the car in front as possible, although we have some gaps being created here as the pace car leads them off around the turn. The 119 car of Kenny Savage leading them off then. Not only a novelty start for this one, but a novelty way of going around the track as well. Let's see what the pace car does. It comes around the west turn, and it's going straight onto the infield. Where does everyone else go then? Kenny Savage leads them off from Stuart Tox into the turn, making a good move to third there, the 21 car. The 119 car of Kenny Savage goes straight on down the back straight. And in 6th position, a nice battle there from Shane Davis. Will Baker coming around the turn. Oh, where's Kenny Savage going? Across the infield, and Stuart Tox follows him. What else can he do? Surely not figure of 8 racing here at Hensford Hills Raceway. Decker Roseblade getting all tangled up there. A big tank slammer, got a roller! Over he goes! The slowest rollover you will ever witness here at Hensford Hills Raceway. A beautiful manoeuvre there, thanks to Decker Roseblade, who had real trouble even pointing the car in the right direction. I don't think anybody told him this was figure of 8 racing, because he didn't know to drive to the infield at all. And as the yellows come out due to that rolled car, didn't quite make it its way over to its roof. But a beautiful roll to the right-hand side. The yellows come out, and it takes a little while for all the drivers to spot that the yellows are out. Kenny Savage started going the right way around the track then, and he's lost his first position. But I'm sure Kenny Savage will be given his first position back, because he lost that position as the yellows came out. Race now, in fact, green flag out, and a great move there. He needed to be away from David Clark, and he's taken the lead from Kenny Savage. Contact between the 25 car and 129 as they came around the turn, and David Clark surely is going to go into that car that rolled initially, and Davey Evans, your new leader now in the 101. 25 Stuart Tonks we've lost as well. Round they come, 101, Davey Evans across the infield, 129 in second, 721 third, and 102 is fourth. Can Stuart Tonks get back up and running? No, he can't, he's bailed out, and 101. Davey Evans still leads the way. Great battle for third place. Will Baker, Carl Evans and Decker Roseblade. Third, fourth and fifth. Roseblade up the inside. Now as these cars get further and further apart, it's going to get very interesting on the intersection. Good race for first place there. We've lost David Clark right in front of us here in the commentary box. Decker Roseblade trying to fend off Will Baker, and he hasn't spotted the 102 car, who nips by into third position, and Roseblade is out. Jason Anslow spins Decker Roseblade out in the 188 car, and Anslow might be taken on himself here by Will Baker. New leader is Shane Davis. Real hard work from him in the 129 car. And this could be close here between Roseblade and Davies on the intersect. Oh, yes! Warming things up nicely as Davy Evans was pushing Shane Davies across the intersection. Again, this could be close here between the 100 car and 129. Not quite as close that time around, and 129 has pulled out a gap now from Davy Evans, who still has a very quick car underneath him and could win this race. This is going to be quite close this time. Swerving out of the way, but that was a do-or-die manoeuvre. Shane Davis knew he had to slow down to avoid Decker Roseblade, and Davy Evans didn't need to be invited twice to take out the lead man. Evans leads it then. Carl Evans in second. The two brothers first and second, 101 and 102. 129 Shane Davis rescued that spin out very well indeed. He's third. Everyone's slamming on the brakes here so to avoid all the cars. 119 Kenny Savage times that well and runs across the intersection. Decker Roseblade keeping it planted across the cross. This could be close. Oh yes, 119 and 129, both the Telford boys mixing it up well on the intersection. Roseblade is across safely. 101 still leads. 102 in second. 119 and 188 Anslow and Savage, and Will Baker will be able to overtake Savage. Oh my word, 121 coming very close on the intersection. 102 still in second place now, having a fight for that position by 129 Shane Davis. 101 your lead car, trying to push the 21 car across. He's overtaking him on the inside. Davy Evans leads it from Carl Evans in second. Side by side for fourth position there, Anslow and Baker. 188 and 721, and the 188 car goes around on the east turn. It's still 101 with the lead coming out of the final corner and across the intersection one more time. Second place is 102, third is 129. Fourth place Will Baker in the 721 car, and Decker Roseblade, who went out early on, is on this recovery drive, but he's doing well. He's up to fifth position now. But there's no touching Davy Evans at the moment. He just has to hope for no problems on this intersection. The laps are winding down. Our starter, you might have noticed, has moved from his usual position over to what is usually turn number 2 on the west bend, or turn number 3 for these street stocks. And the lap boards are coming out. There are 4 to go this time then, so quite a little way to go yet. 101 pushing Savage across, but the way is clear. 129 Shane Davis has made a move into second place, so Carl Evans has made a mistake somewhere. He runs in third, and that battle for fourth hotting up again between Will Baker on the intersection. Close again between Savage and Anslow. 721 and 100 battling for fourth place. Evans leads it. Oh, that's a close one again for the 101 car, and again between Anslow and Shane Davis. And look at this for fourth place here, 721 versus 100. They're slowing each other down and very nearly take out our leader as Davy Evans crosses with 2 to go. Shane Davis in second, Carl Evans in third, and still this fourth place battle rages. Will Baker in 721, Decker Roseblade in 100, and Jason Anslow has latched his way onto the back. Will Baker, look at that car control there. Roseblade thought he'd finally got a shot of him, but Baker holds on. Ooh, and the 3 cars nearly get clonked there by 129. We're on to the final lap here for the figure of 8 street stock final. 101 Davy Evans with half a lap to go. Shane Davis locks up, he could lose second place here. There goes Carl Evans, he had no option but to slam on the anchors. 129 loses out on third place as Carl Evans moves around the outside. Davis takes the win. Davy Evans takes the win. Carl Evans in second. Shane Davis in third. This fourth place battle now has Decker Roseblade in front as they go across the intersection, and they both get through just about. Roseblade in fourth. Will Baker in fifth in 721, and Jason Anslow comes home in 6th position. But a real good race that. Not a lot of action on the intersection, but that's because these drivers have played this game before. They know what to do, and avoided all the contact on the infield. It was a bit hairy at times, very hairy at times, and lots of place changes because the brakes needing to be slammed on to avoid smacking into your opponents. Shane Davis, the best example of that, riding in second and looking to finish there before he was presented with that fourth place battle of 3 cars going gung-ho across the intersection out of air conditioning, but it ain't half hot there. Particularly, it gets a bit hot under the collar crossing the intersection there on the figure of 8 track. But these boys have managed it, they've stayed out on top. Please put your hands together for the top 3. In third, Shane Davis driving 129. Second place, Carl Evans in 102. But the winner is 101, Mr. Davey Evans.
12 cars on the grid. Goes with the car number 390 towards the back. The pace quickens. So Tanya Box, car number 54, has got her best to see out by the gas. Another crap start. And Haley certainly driving that car extremely well. All credit to this young lady. Certainly mixing in with the best. Putting on a fine performance to boot as well. There's 54 and 460. First and second. Mark Healy in third. Sam Dobson fourth. Stuart Smith fifth. Paul Hines sixth. And Junior now beginning to pick off the back marker. Still got a tremendous task by you. But well finished in the first half, that's the way he's going. He's got a clear run, we're just about to move into the second half of this event. Out goes the Union flag. Still Andy Bond, car number 54. Healy moves up into second place, car number 271. Just looking to wrap on down that back straight. Shortening the distance just with the next time round on the lead car. Haley Box, car number 54. From Keeling, car number 271. Chris Cook third, 460. Paul Hines fifth. A fourth driver, 154, 259. Chris is 390, 6531. Chris is still a match. As Keeling breathes down the north line of the inside car number 54, but not giving up easily. Goes out a little bit wide. Wide enough for center at this stage. Still doing a good job on the side. Back to second, takes over. Car number 271 with 4 laps to go. It's Mark Keating, car number 271. With Haley Box, car number 54. Paul Hines, car number 259, third. 394. Number 12, Michael Scriven in next position. Junior Wayman still picking them up one by one. Keeling really putting the pressures on here. That car has been really in fine form throughout the afternoon, and he's just showing how fine a form it is by leading it back to the closing stages of this one, the Grand National Championship qualifying round, the Bristol Formula 2. turn they go again. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of a heave-ho there from the four Heinz cars. The checkered flag goes down. Keeling takes it. Rest of them fly through there. It'd be interesting to see just in the final finishes where Junior actually completed his racing. But there we are. Fine drive from Mark Keeling in car number 271. Mark Keeling, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together all the way around, please.
On the 13th of August, that's just 3 weeks away now. 13th of August here at Hensford Hills Raceway, 1 o'clock start, 8 teams of 10 unlimited bangers, plus truck racing. Awesome lineup there, that, and street stocks on the 13th of August. If you like your F1s and 2s, next Saturday night at Birmingham, followed in 2 weeks after that by the World Semi-Final for the F1s. And in between, the next meeting here at Hensford Hills Raceway is the National Championship weekend for the 43rd time for National Hot Rods, Lightning Rods, Stock Rods and Legends. So it's really looking good for Inca Race over the coming weeks, but we'll enjoy this final race of the day. The Unlimited Bangers, this is just a straight race. We've seen fun and games throughout the heats, trying to spin the limo and trying to spin each other out to pass cars, but this is just a regular race, and the 54 car is the first to fall. Oh, and he gets swallowed up by Brett Harrison and very nearly Mark Watkins as well. Lloyd Isherwood, it's a familiar sight, leads the way though. Dean French in a bit of a banana-shaped lavender Jaguar in second place then. Mark Holdsworth in third. Brett Harrison in fourth position, and then Mark Watkins 213 fifth. Lee Cleland in 218 is sixth and last, but stretching his legs at the head of the field with the Alien aloft on the fin board. It's lost it Lloyd Isherwood, the sole remaining Men in Black runner, I reckon, after Darren Lewis, who's now doing the business in Legends, no longer part of the team. It's a shame to see the bandit Richard Haywood parked up on the infield, but he's still in the car crucially. Oh no, he's out. I was about to say he's waiting for the DD, but he's climbing out of the car. So the Volvo 7 Series bites the dust, and we're left with just the 6 runners, but Matt Logan will be joining us for the Demolition Derby, I'm almost certain. Second place driver across the line, that's Dean French, the 6 car of Mark Holdsworth. Looking very much like he's racing for the Barton boys, but of course he was with the Coventry Avengers for so many years. He's in third, Brett Harrison in 223, the two-tone Nissan Bluebird in fourth. He's a brave man to come out in such a small car with these huge machines racing around him, but the smaller car means it might be a little bit more pacey, and he's doing the business in fourth position. 213, Mark Watkins, who very nearly did a whole lap sideways earlier on, being pushed all the way by Buster Goddard, is now distinctly more straight, but can't do any better than 5th place at the moment. And Lee Cleland rounding out the top 6 at the moment, but Cleland is closing on Mark Watkins as the laps wind down. We've got 3 laps to go. Isherwood leads. Of course he's on course for a triple win today. He won the 2 heats earlier on today, and he'll try and win this final to back that up. Our first triple winner of the day could well be Lloyd Isherwood in a Mark 1 Granada. Second place in the XJ6 Jag is Dean French. Third place in a Mark 2 Granada is Mark Holdsworth. And is he slowing? No, I don't think so. Still in that third spot, Brett Harrison in fourth. Still Walker in 5th position and Cleland in 6th. We got 1 lap to go then between Isherwood and his 3rd win of the day out of 3. How many cars will we see in the DD? We certainly hope that most of this field will join in. Remember, Matt Logan about to start his Primera up from the infield to join in the Demolition Derby. The checkered flag will be shown this time though, as Lloyd Isherwood comes out of the final turn to take his 3rd win of the day. A great performance there by the man from Birmingham and the man from the Men in Black. Mark Holdsworth, the first to say he doesn't want to take part in the demolition derby, but Lloyd Isherwood is staying out, I think. Lee Clellan pulling off. Dean French will take part. No, we've lost Lloyd as well. We've lost it, Lloyd, onto the infield. But Matt Logan is out, and Mark Watkins looking to destroy this Volvo limo, which has given us so much entertainment over the last few months. He first debuted it for the Caravan Grand Prix in May here at Hensford, and it ran with a Caravan on the back for only a few laps. Here comes Dean French trying to nibble on the back of Matt Logan's Primera, but it doesn't quite work. Now, of course, the 213 and treble 2 cars are in the same team, so we could see them trying to gang up on Dean French, but Dean French is no idiot by any means, and he wants to try and take treble 2 out of the game before Mark Watkins can even get a look in here. Dean French has been in the game of bangers for many a year. Now, you can go the wrong way round on the track in a demolition derby, but Matt Logan decides not to bother, and Dean French, trying to get that Jaguar turned to face the treble 2 car, will launch another attack on the back of the Primera. A huge piece of bodywork fell off when Dean French first parked his the nose of his Jag in the back of treble 2. He's done it again, but that won't halt the progress of Matt Logan, I'm sure, unless the engine is very, very rough indeed. He chose not to take part in the race, I think, because that car is sounding very rough anyway. Here comes Dean French and Mark Watkins. Oh, I was going to say he gets the Volvo out of the way just in time, but he doesn't. He gets a side swipe from Dean French for his trouble, and Logan is catching the Dean French car. The gap's closing, and French slams on the anchors just to make the impact a little less brutal, I think. But now the two Barton boys are in the perfect position. Here we go. Oh! Dean French just about got out of the way. That could have been huge. And here comes Logan on the rear wheels of the Jaguar. That's the vulnerable bit of the Jaguar XJ6. The Achilles heel is the rear wheel. Of course, they're rear wheel drive, so if you can stop that moving, the car doesn't go anymore. But it's still moving at the moment. The two Barton boys got into each other on the back straight there. So I think they've just forgotten that they're teammates just for today. Of course, Logan was battering the limo in the first heat of today when the game was to try and spin that 2-on-3 car out. Treble 2, has he bitten the dust on the far side? That engine is not running well at all in the treble 2 car, and he's going to climb out. That's sad to see for Matt Logan, because the car can take a lot more punishment. The engine cries enough though, and here comes Dean French then. Watkins is slowing up. Oh, a bit of a T-bone there on the side of the Volvo. But it'll take a bit more to stop either one of these cars. The Jag gets spun around as well by the reversing 213. Just a little bit of nudge.